I went to school for architecture. I enjoyed it, but there were so many people that was like light years ahead of me that I knew I couldn't be the best at it, and that was discouraging. So I ended up going a different way, came back home, started training, got really good at it, and then was like one of the top trainers where I was. The pandemic hit. I couldn't train anymore. I ran around, I found some gloves, I found masks, I found Lysol, I found bands, and I trained people outside in their homes, in my backyard. And one thing led to another, and one client told me to start a business plan. Another client told me to, hey, I'll review your business plan. And then another client was like, hey, here's a couple dollars to get started. What surprised me about being an entrepreneur? How good I had to get at marketing. How good I had to get at getting out there, learning different ways to get in front of people, learning how good I had to get at leading, how to set my trainers and employees up for success. I'm still learning that. Like we're working through systems, we're working through processes, we're working through a whole bunch of stuff to be the best versions of ourselves so we can be the best for our clients. But I think those two are the two biggest like surprisers for me. Like, whoa, what's happening here? What in the world is an SEO? What is a cost per acquisition? Like, what does any of that mean? But learning that, and then learning how to not get taken advantage of with that, because a lot of marketers, because no business really knows what's going on, they hire out and then they just say, hey, I trust you that you're a marketing person to do what I need you to do. And it doesn't always run like that, because anybody can be anything. So that was probably my biggest surprise. And then the second was learning how to lead the right way. He's also an entrepreneur. He started his business about a year before mine. It's doing great. We've had our highs, had our lows. And I asked him the same question. And his first answer was, don't do it. And I laughed and I agreed. Not because I don't think that you should do it, but because I think when you do it, you should unapologetically want to do it, no matter what anyone says. So if you come to me looking for validation of whether or not you want to do it or not, or whether or not you should do it or not, you're a little too shaky. Mm-hmm. So I would say, hey, if you are questioning it, don't, because you're going into a lifestyle of hardship, of trials, of tribulations, of just nothing but like, you will be stressed out and it will be tough for the next 4 years before you reap any benefit. Find a team, find a squad, find a person that you can confide in, that you can talk to, that you can talk through the hardships with while you're going through it, because doing this alone, I wouldn't have made it if I was alone, of how tough entrepreneurship can be. But I love every part of it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I know that was a little dark, but it's as real as it really has to be for entrepreneurs. And if any entrepreneur says that it was easy, or says that it was kind of a walk in the park, it was something that kind of fell into their lap and it ran smoothly, send them my way so I can ask them some questions. Because I gotta know how that happened. That would be my advice for any aspiring entrepreneur.